Welcome back to the program. Right now, One Direction is the biggest band in the world. Thrown together on a TV talent show, they've achieved more than anyone, least of all themselves, may have ever imagined. These 5 young men, clean-cut and professional, have become one of the world's most successful acts since their inception 3 years ago. But their continued success depends on them living a scandal-free existence, wholesome role models worthy of teenage girl hysteria. How are you, Harry? When you meet the most popular boy band ever, it's best to do it in stages. Liam and Niall.
Living the dream. Living the dream. Living the dream, babe.
Hi, Louis. Louis and Zayn.
We're just still riding it at the minute and we'll see how far it goes.
And then there's Harry,
Just in case we forget.
the biggest heartthrob of them all.
Can you believe this life you're living?
You kind of don't really have much time to kind of take it all in, but it's amazing. I love it.
The boys are now 122 shows into their world tour. More than 20 countries in 9 months, sometimes 2 shows a day.
Come on, It is no time for a nap. You've got us, and then you've got a big show and all those screaming girls, Niall. So, you know.
He's got a bit of beard today.
How long did it take to grow this?
About 2 years.
If you're not actually coming inside to watch One Direction, the arena is open on the right-hand side of the road.
It's just hours before showtime.
Few arenas where... Yeah, there was some arenas as well where...
Spending time with these guys, there's a real sense that they're normal lads, enjoying this ridiculous ride. One Direction is the biggest thing in pop music. Just ask any teenage girl. And they love no one more than this guy, Harry, who today is suffering shocking hay fever.
Harry, you have...
A runny nose.
A runny nose. You do have a runny nose.
Oh, it's you.
Despite being the youngest at just 19, he has created the most headlines. Famously dating models, actresses, and, for a time, Taylor Swift.
I have a lot of friends, and some of them are girls, and apparently I'm dating all of them.
What is it that makes the girls go wild for Harry?
I don't really know, to be honest. I think...
See, my 6-year-old niece adores you, and my 86-year-old grandmother thinks you're all right.
Okay.
That's mass appeal.
It's, I think it's the same thing. I think the reason why girls like us is that, you know, I think we're just quite like the guys who are kind of mucking around at the back of the classroom.
And Niall, you and Harry are the only 2 single blokes left in the group?
Why are you asking me out?
Hey?
So you're just trying to tell me?
Too young. A little just too young. So what's your secret?
I just sing. I don't know, I just do it.
I think it's just because you're the cute one with the blonde hair and the blue eyes. And that beard as well. Watch out, ladies.
I'm coming.
Imagine that beard in 2 more years.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Imagine it. Well, then will you go out with me then?
We'll talk in 2 years.
See you in 2 years.
Since being created on UK's X Factor just 3 years ago, One Direction mania has swept the world. Their 3rd album is about to be released, with a 4th already being planned. 2 world tours, with another world stadium tour scheduled for 2014. It has even been suggested that One Direction could be the first billion-dollar boy band.
It's actually hilarious, because if there's billions of dollars being made, where is it? I haven't seen it, you know.
Are you being smart with your money?
Yeah, no, definitely. I think being, you know, such a young age and having, you know, so much come so quickly, it's like you've kind of got to cradle that forever. And I mean, to be fair, it is quite a scary responsibility knowing that you're going to make all your money now and then after this, there's a possibility you won't have to go to work and stuff anymore, but you've got to take care of it. If you don't take care of it, then you'll be stuck in shelves somewhere.
It may be a cliche, but Simon Cowell's management team, the power behind these boys, know you've got to strike while the iron is hot. And this iron is white hot. The boys have just been signed to another 3-year record deal.
You're a multi-millionaire at 19.
It's nice to be able to, you know, look after your family, for example, who've looked after you. You know, if someone was to say the top 5 things of the job, then I don't think the money is in that list.
You've stayed very grounded, haven't you?
Thank you.
How?
Because they haven't paid me yet, that's why. I'm joking.
Let me kiss you.
More than just their music, these boys are now a business empire. They have their own fragrance, clothes, even One Direction figurines.
There's been criticism that you guys are a brand more than a band.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say to that?
Thanks. This isn't because I didn't have an answer and I'm stalling. Thank you.
Yes, I mean, that criticism that you're a brand, you really don't want to answer this question, do you?
I'm like, how long have we got left? I think that we're more of a brand than a band is incorrect. Because we wouldn't be here if it wasn't the music. If the music stops being strong, then everything else goes away. It just does, because you can't kind of ride on the fact that you can sell a lot of t-shirts.
One Direction is not the first boy band. They've been around since the 1950s. Think the Temptations, then came the Monkees. Later came NSYNC and Take That. But they didn't have what One Direction has. 22 million Facebook fans and a staggering 84 million followers on Twitter, which have helped sell more than 32 million albums.
Harry, you alone have 17 million Twitter followers. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
What do you tweet?
Rubbish. Like the worst tweets ever. They're not very interesting.
Social media. Where would you guys be without Twitter and Facebook?
On the dole.
But lots of bands tweet. I mean, lots of groups were formed on reality television shows. Why do you think you've been such a success?
I don't even think we know. I think just make sure that we fully be ourselves in all of it. And I think people might like that, you know, that we don't take ourselves too seriously and, you know,
yeah, but
we're idiots.
We're just surprised by it as everyone else is, you know. We didn't really expect any of it, and it's crazy, isn't it, just to see how it's happened.
On a night show.
Social media has allowed the band to talk directly to their fans. But it also means those same fans can track the boys' every move. They can't step foot outside without being mobbed.
I went for a swim the other day at the hotel. I had a hat on, and I took my hat off, put it on the side of the pool, swam underwater, came up, and someone had robbed my hat. I was like, stealing.
While Liam's now infamous red boxers recently disappeared from his hotel balcony in Sydney.
I was in bed and literally I woke up and heard a noise on the balcony and I was like, oh, I just turned over. And I just saw this eye looking at me through like the hole in the door, and she was trying to open the door, and I was like, I didn't know what was going on.
Strangers 3 years ago, these 5 are now living in each other's pockets. So I was prepared to see a little friction.
Even after all this time on the road, you are still mates?
I don't know, we're lucky that, you know, that we do get on.
We're so lucky that there wasn't one, like...
It was so easy that there could have been one person who just, like, didn't get on with anyone and, yeah, no one liked, but it's not like that, so... You know, the relationship that I've grown with these 4 boys who I didn't know 3 years ago is absolutely insane, and it's incredible. And yeah, I'm very lucky that I get to spend so much time with them.
So no solo career for Harry?
I'm all good. I'm 100% in this band.
One Direction is a once-in-a-generation phenomenon. But these boys are pragmatic. They know this won't last forever.
Oh, what you do that for?
And you get the sense that they are okay with that.
You know, that's what we have to look at our lives as, you know, going forward, because it's never going to be as big as what
We're the Golden Goose, mate.
we're in the Golden Goose now.
Where will Harry Styles be in 10 years and what will he be doing?
I would hope I will be touring with One Direction still.
You still want to be doing this in 10 years?
For sure, yeah. I love this job so much, if you need to call it a job, and I'd be doing it until I was old and people were kind of telling me to stop.
So when your fans are 70?
Well, then they'll be the grandma. Yeah.